I have here a large number 1 needle on a Mayo needle holder. This is set up at the moment in the right-handed orientation, so if I'm holding it with my right hand, you can see that the instrument is holding the needle pointing to the left, so that if I create a sort of wave motion, you can see that I would be stitching with the right hand. If I want to change this to left-handed, I've got a couple of options. I find the easiest way is the one I'm going to show you first. So the instrument is clasped shut. I'll use my left middle finger and ring finger for some stability on the instrument, and I'll use my index finger and thumb as a pincer grasp to hold on to the body of the needle. Now this needle is plenty big enough that I have the space to do this safely. If I didn't, I could use a dissecting forceps, for example a Lane's tooth or something along those lines. Now what I want to do is I want to turn it 180 degrees downwards. So I'm just going to let go of the ratchet with the right hand a little bit so that I can release the jaws but not actually have the needle coming out. Then I'm going to turn the needle downwards. Now I usually do this kind of at the same time as moving the needle holder in the opposite direction. So I'm turning it downwards so it's 180 degrees down. And now if I look at it, obviously I've done it a little bit squint here, but it's now pointing downwards. So this is no use for sewing right-handed, but if I were to turn it over to left-handed, it's ready to sew left to right. I can straighten that up a little bit. So here we have it ready to sew left to right, so it's pointing to the right from the left. To turn it back to right-handed again, holding the instrument for stability, release the ratchet, turn the needle 180 degrees downwards, close the ratchet. Now I'm looking at it in my left hand, it's pointing downward and therefore no use to me. If I turn it round to the right hand, I can sew from right to left. It's very simple to do. The other option is to take it completely off the needle holder and turn the needle holder to the other side of the needle. I think this is a bit more cumbersome. It's a bigger action, therefore more risk, but whichever works for you, as long as you do it safely. So I've got hold of the instrument, I've got hold of the needle, I let go of the needle completely, turn around to the other side, and then of course I'm using my middle finger to hold onto the instrument for some extra stability, and reclamp, and you can see now pointing to the right so you can sew left-handed. To turn that back round again, I would have to let go and all the way round to the other side and reclamp. So it's back to right-handed. I do think it's a little bit easier if you just let go, swivel it round 180 degrees, close the ratchet, and then it's ready to go left-handed. Of course there are some needles that come in the packets where you can mount left-handed from the packet. You would just mount from the back of the packet. This makes life an awful lot easier if you can do it, but not all sutures come that way. This is a good way to turn it round. And even if it's not for a left-handed surgeon, you might need to just reverse suture.